enough to contribute to my friend's rent and chip away at legal bills. I video called Ginnery when possible, watching her rebuild her life 3,000 miles away. She smiled more there, the distance from chaos helping her heal. But the damage was done. The family we'd built was scattered. The dreams we'd nurtured were abandoned. The security we'd created was shattered. All because one woman decided her needs mattered more than her daughter's life. Late at night, sleeping on my friend's couch, I thought about choices. The choice to take in a 3-year-old. The choice to fight through hard years. The choice to stand against Izzy. I'd make the same choices again, even knowing the cost. Because for 18 years, I'd had a daughter who chose me too. The investigation dragged on. Lawyers sent bills. Creditors called constantly. But somewhere in Oregon, Ginnery was working at a clinic, still dreaming of medical school. She sent pictures of her new life. Hiking trails, coffee shops, a small apartment she shared with roommates. Building again from nothing, but building nonetheless. I knew we'd survive this. Separately for now, but with the bond Izzy tried to break still holding. The woman who gave birth to Ginnery had destroyed so much, but she couldn't destroy the fundamental truth. I was Ginnery's mother in every way that mattered. That would never change, no matter how many identities Izzy created or how much chaos she caused. The story wasn't over. Investigations would conclude. Legal matters would resolve. Someday, somehow, we'd find our way back to stability. But the middle of our story, the part where we faced the storm together, had taught us both a hard truth. Sometimes love isn't enough to protect the people we care about from those who should have loved them first. The eviction deadline forced immediate decisions. I found a studio apartment in a rougher neighborhood, the only place that would accept someone with pending federal charges. The deposit wiped out my remaining savings. I moved our essentials while most belongings went to a storage unit I couldn't afford long term. My friend helped transport boxes in her pickup truck. We worked in exhausted silence, both understanding this was temporary survival, not living. The new apartment smelled like old cigarettes and had bars on the windows. I scrubbed it clean anyway, needing some sense of control. Why does the investigator just happen to have all these details about Izzy's new identity as Maria Santos with the fake murdered children? Ginnery called from Oregon that first night in the new place. She described her cousin's spare room, the clinic job that barely covered expenses, the community college courses she'd enrolled in to keep her medical dreams alive somehow. We avoided discussing the investigation, or Izzy. The weight of unspoken fears hung between us. 2 weeks into the new apartment, I discovered Izzy had escalated her tactics. My new employer received anonymous complaints about hiring someone under federal investigation. The manager pulled me aside, explaining they couldn't risk the liability. Another job lost before I'd even received my first paycheck. The storage unit sent an overdue notice. I had 72 hours before they auctioned our belongings. I spent a sleepless night sorting through what remained, keeping only absolute essentials. Photo albums, important documents, a few sentimental items. Everything else had to go. I sold furniture on online marketplaces for whatever cash I could get. Buyers haggled over already low prices, sensing desperation. The couch where Ginnery and I had shared so many moments went to a college student for $50. Our dining table brought $30. Each sale felt like losing another piece of our life together. Ginnery wired me money from her meager savings when she found out. I tried refusing, but she insisted, reminding me how I'd sold everything for her treatment years ago. The role reversal stung. Parents were supposed to provide for their children, not the other way around. The federal investigator called with more questions. They'd discovered discrepancies in Izzy's medical records from 18 years ago. The cancer diagnosis might have been fabricated too. They needed me to provide any documents from that time. I searched through the few boxes I'd kept, finding old receipts and adoption papers. My lawyer advised cooperating fully. He explained that proving I was another victim, not a co-conspirator, required complete transparency. Every document, every memory, every detail had to be shared. The process felt like being stripped bare, my life dissected by strangers. A neighbor in the new building recognized me from news coverage of the insurance fraud case. Word spread quickly. Other tenants avoided eye contact in the hallway. Someone